Greetings all, Fanny here for Aries' daily oracle message. I hope you guys are having a good Friday. Gonna end off our week on a good note. Ooh. So the first card that came out for you today, Aries, is lightning. And I just had the song come into my head, lightning for the thunder. We were having this conversation the other day because we watched the Loki series finale. Loki represents lightning, while Thor, of course, represents thunder. Thor is all of the big bad noise, but that's all it is. It's just noise. It's just talk. The lightning is the power, is the direction, is the actual destructive force of chaos that creates the change, that creates the fires. And I want you to be aware that you can be your own force of lightning. You can be your own force of electricity. We also just watched The Amazing Spider-Man last night, number 2 with Jamie Foxx. Love that man. And so there was Electrode in there, and he was so much lacking power and lacking being seen that when he became electricity itself, when he became power itself, it corrupted him in a way. And this is not at all something that I believe you're going to have to deal with. You may be Aries, the first in the zodiac wheel, and often, I don't want to offend anyone here, some of the most egotistical or selfish signs sometimes, but I feel more motivation and drive than selfish desires. And that's amazing, Aries, because this power that you have inside of you to create what it is that you're wanting to work in this world is very potent. Also, the color itself is the color of the, that tone, it's more the color of the throat chakra. So are you using your words correctly, or are you speaking with venom? Are you speaking with a poison-laced tongue, or are you using your words for power? All right. We have the jaguar that came out, a shadowy cat figure, but one that is also extremely powerful. Like a jaguar tends to, you have a lot of power here, Aries. I want you to be aware of that. And so, what are you working towards that you have all this power? You have all this motivation and desire. You have the forces of nature. You have a wild cat of nature. And you also have the holy mountain. Note the figure on the top of the mountain in meditation. You might not be able to see it because there's a figure on top of this mountain in meditation. And one of the reasons that ancient Greeks built their churches on top of the mountains is because it was closer to the gods. And so maybe that is what you're trying to do here. But also with the lightning, remember, the higher you go, the more likely that is to strike you. So I really want you to be careful with your words, with what you are putting out there in the world. Because remember, mentality shapes reality. What you put out into the world comes back to you. So I feel like you've been working in the shadows a lot. And like not in the shadows in a negative way. Just like you're not sharing with the world what you're working on. And that might be a good thing, because I know that when I have shared things that I was working on, there would be people around me that would take my idea or manipulate it or work against me because they did not want to see my success. So maybe this is an attempt to protect yourself. But that also goes back to what I was saying about the throat chakra. The time is soon. I don't believe it's now, but the time is soon to speak up and speak about what you're working on. So with the Holy Mountain, you might need to go into a meditative state and ask Spirit where you're going. Now, meditation looks different for everyone. Not everyone can sit cross-legged and just go blank in the mind. You can draw as a meditation. You can play music as a meditation. You could do a walking meditation. Anything that puts you in the energy of the flow. Some people like to garden. It was brought up today by Aaron consciously that if you can't get out and ground, you can ground with one of your houseplants. This is Bonita, and she is my baby. She is a beautiful, beautiful pink and green leaved plant, and I absolutely love having her energy nearby. So I wanted to bring her over today because I felt like we were going to be talking with her. Thank you, love. Understand that plant is alive as you and I. Every plant that you meet in the forest is alive as you and I. They feel, they think, and they have emotions. So when you talk to them, you're also talking to God, because everything is God. Now, humans are aspects of God, but we have our egos as well that get in the way of all that. So if you need direction in what you're going to be doing next, get to a meditative place or a meditative state. Ask Spirit where you need to put your energy and who you need to avoid. Because not everyone around you will want to see your success, because there are negative people with their own intentions, their own egos, and their own power. Like, one of the things that I have experienced is I do not share a lot of my energy with I won't say other witches, because I don't really hang out with witches anymore because of things like this, because people will use and like drain from my energy and sap from my energy for their own will, because being friends with other witches is very different from being friends with other spiritualists, because other spiritualists understand higher mind, ego, mentality shapes reality, that what you will do will come back to you, and they're a lot easier to get along with. But other witches, when they're still like, they're hungry for that power and they want to have that drive and motivation and to take back their own life, they are a lot more likely to do the negative aspects of magic, like hexing or cursing. It is possible. It's not something that I will ever do, because I will never take away someone's free will, but I have been around people in my past that would do that. And so maybe that is what the Jaguar is protecting you from, protecting your energy from people who would not aid you, who do not seek to serve your greatest and highest good, and would in fact try to take from you what you are working on. Aries, you are very powerful with your words and with your energy. Please use it wisely and use it kindly. Don't start a fire with it, my love. Have a beautiful day.